How do you prioritize in Jira? Well, it's the simplest thing ever. Things at the top of our backlog are more important than items at the bottom of the backlog. The higher an item is in my backlog, the more important it is, the quicker it will get addressed. And it's the responsibility of the product owner to keep a clean and a good backlog, to prioritize it, to make sure that the request is clear, to make sure that items are connected. So I've created a few stories. I've also linked them to the large deliverable, to the epic. That is something that takes a lot of time. How does prioritization happen, basically? Well, for companies that are just getting started or don't have a strong product operating model present, is who screams the loudest, who asks for something and pushes more for that something to be delivered. Is that scalable? Is that something that should be implemented? Is that the ideal? Well, I would say no, because just because a person is loud, it doesn't mean that their need is more important than another person or a set of users. In this case, we have 3 large deliverables. One came from the business to integrate the public website. One came from the users to overhaul the seat selection section, because that is not intuitive. And one came from the marketing department to replace the logo and visual materials. As a project manager, you will have this question, this problem to solve: how to prioritize work. Which work is more important? The role of a product owner implies that you are a diplomat, that you can facilitate, that you can help communicate priorities. And it's the responsibility of the product owner to make sure that all of the stakeholders involved are on the same page, and the developers are shielded from all of this back and forth, and just they look at the backlog, they see what's at the top of the backlog, and that is what they will be working on in the next few weeks. When will they be done? When will they finish? Well, potentially never, because after we finish with these 3 requirements, business will come with a new requirement, the marketing department with another one, end users will have problems that we need to address, and so on and so forth. So it's work that never ends. Still, the team has a fixed capacity, and you need to prioritize, because you cannot deliver absolutely everything at once. So putting things in a sequence, making sure that that sequence best represents your stakeholders, your business teams, your end users, and others. This is what we have in our backlog and in our plan. This is another view which shows the a timeline of when things will be delivered. And we can put very easily some timelines on it. We can just say that the seat selection section, well, we've been discussing with everybody, and we want to finish by November, by the 1st of November. It's that easy to plan a large deliverable in this roadmap. Just I've clicked and I've added a timeline. Website integration with the revenue tracking system. Although it's important to the business, we said that we don't have capacity to do this in the same time with the seat selection section. So we're going to push it a bit more. Work can overlap. There are no dependencies, or at least that's what the technical team told me. So work can overlap. However, if we finish by mid-November, we should be good. And replacing the logo, well, the technical team tells me this is not work that is hard or time consuming, and there are many low-picking fruits, many small changes that we can introduce gradually, and at the end we have a complete representation of the new marketing visual materials.